Hi, friends. Thank you for joining me and welcome to Friday Frequency Decrees. Today's Friday, so we have a new decree for our upcoming week. Before I read our decree, which will come from I Am Adorations and Affirmations, Volume 5, Part 1, I'll get this eventually, and our decree will come from our little green book from St. Germain Press. Have you considered what it means to see perfection? This is what our decree is about today. Seeing perfection, actually being perfection. God in me is perfect. My power within me, my creator who runs my show, is my perfection. I get to trust, allow, surrender, and remember my perfection. And in doing so, I get to do the same with others. Even though I may see behavior opposite of what my right, wrong self or judgment self deems as less than perfect, I remember to see God in them. I remember to see their perfection. God in them is just as perfect as God in me. And so by voting victory, it's not really casting a vote. Voting victory is just remembering perfection in every person. Every person. Whatever I see, wherever I am, I get to bathe each person, place, condition, and thing with my full God love and remember perfection in me and them. And again, this is what our decree is about today. So today we are on page 38, the second one from the bottom. I'm remembering to charge me with my full perfection. Am I already charged in my full perfection? Yes, I am. And I get to remind myself again and again and again through my week of my perfection in me and my perfection in every one around me. Will it feel a little challenging at times? It may. What happens when my coworker does fill in the blank? What happens when my spouse does or my partner does fill in the blank, or my child or my neighbor or whoever it is, the driver in the next lane that's now in my lane, whoever it is, I get to vote victory and I get to see perfection. So our decree this week is reminding ourselves of perfection. Page 38, second one from the bottom. Mighty I am presence. Charge me with all the perfection there is, everywhere present, visible and invisible, and keep it eternally sustained. So let's tweak it, as I do, into consciousness. Mighty I am presence. Charge me with all perfection. Fill me up. Go to the gas pump or your electronic charging station for your vehicle. Fill me up. And I already am. And I get to remember I am. Mighty I am presence. Charge me with all perfection. Everywhere present, visible and invisible, and keep it eternally sustained. What is it? My vision of perfection. That's it is in a capital letter. My vision of perfection. God's vision of perfection through me. Mighty I am presence. Charge me with all perfection. Everywhere present, visible and invisible, and keep it eternally sustained. Breathe. Mighty I am presence. Charge me with all perfection, everywhere present, visible and invisible, and keep it eternally sustained. Sometimes I get to remember my own perfection. I can move into right, wrong, and judgment for myself and for others. And what do I get to remember? God in me is perfect. Keep me perfectly and eternally sustained. Mighty I am presence. Charge me with all perfection, everywhere present, visible and invisible, and keep it eternally sustained. Back to my line. Imagine, and we do this often, what changes, what shifts in your life, in my life, when I keep perfection in the forefront of my vision. Seeing perfection everywhere present, whether it's visible or invisible, and keeping it eternally sustained, moment to moment, meeting to meeting, interaction to interaction, in my world, for me. I get to give it to myself first and remember my perfection, and my world gets it because my frequency changes. And I get to see perfection everywhere I am. One more time. Mighty I am presence. Charge me with all perfection, everywhere present, visible and invisible, and keep it eternally sustained. Have a perfect week, friends, and I'll see you next Friday.